So, you niggas want an atomic switch, huh? Well, I got one. Look at that. Look at that nice atomic purple. Don't y'all niggas want to lavish in that shit? Look at that. Look at that shit, my boy. Damn! But yes, I've been trying to finish that and have it in the video for you guys because I really wanted to have evidence that it did work and everything that I did in the process did work. And as you can see, I just got off work. So I apologize for everything that was going on when you guys were asking me for the tutorial and I didn't come through with it on the day I said I was going to. Deeply apologize. Gomenasai. But I'm here and I have the video. So a couple things I need to say. You're going to have to look in the description for all the little details I'm talking about in the video. And you have to make sure to follow them exactly as I say. I do not want you guys to buy this product and then try to do whatever you're going to do to altercate it and it messes up. And I want y'all niggas to look in the comments to tell me what the hell y'all want help on. Don't just try to go out there and fucking fuck this shit up and not have this beautiful atomic purple switch, my nigga, and it doesn't go right for you. So just look in the comments. I have everything you need to be able to have everything on deck. I got the dye. I have the actual parts to get this. It starts off clear. It doesn't start off like this. It starts off clear. But I'll give you all that in the description. I'll see you guys later once the tutorial is done. So the first thing you want to do is get some water boiling. The water boiling. And that's for later use. I'll show you what that's for in a little while. It's for the dye we're going to use. Second thing is, make sure the container you're using is clean. Also, the parts that you're going to be dyeing are going to be clean. Okay, so there are two things important about this process. One is keeping temperature. Two is keeping track of the temperature. Those things will make or break this project on any type of project that has to do with dyeing plastics. So what I'm using here is called Rit Dye. So the dye is a synthetic dye that's usually used for clothing and synthetic fabrics and things of that sort, but it can also be used for plastics. So with this dye, it's the royal purple. You see it's usually on polyester, nylon, or acrylic, or anything like that. So those are the things it's usually meant for, but you can also use it for dyeing plastics. Now, keeping the temperature of the water too high is a bad thing, because if you melt the plastic, you can warp it, and then, you know, this is an exact fit part. Things might not fit in the way they were intended to be planned in. And then the second thing is the dye. The temperature can't be too low, because the reason why that is, the dye won't be able to settle inside of the plastic as the color sets. So I'll be using that process to teach you how to do that as well. Come back with that in a little while. Okay, so I'm going to be putting the dye into the water right now. Also, one thing I have noticed in my videos, the sound quality sucks in my voice. I don't have a lav mic system just yet. I'm getting one in the mail. Should be here in the next 2 weeks. So the next time I record videos, I have a mic system. Everything will be ready. And yeah, pretty much. So a good note to know when you're about to dye, you for every quart of water you use, you want to use about a half tablespoon of dye. So me, I'm going to be using about I think it was about four full caps of the dye. Each cap is about 2 tablespoons, so that's just pretty much just a guess of how much water I have. Shake the dye well. No, I'm playing, but shake the dye well before you put it in. Just in case, you probably want to wear gloves during this process, because this dye, you know, it stains your fingers. You'll have purple fingers for a while if you don't. So wear gloves. As you niggas can probably tell, I reheated the water and I attached everything to a string. Now, when it comes to attaching everything to a string, except for this thing, it's actually not string, it's just ribbon. Your boy had a couple and he was just like, fuck it, the closest thing towards me. You want to make sure there's a little slack. See a little slack? And on this one, you want to take it towards this end. So this little flap on The kickstand catches it, but make sure there's slack so there's room for the dye to get to. And on all the other pieces, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just put the string on inside the holes of the pieces. Just put it inside the holes of the pieces. And when I mean the holes, I mean excuse me, the screwdriver holes. So I'm gonna put these in after the water cools down to the right temperature, and then I'm gonna do 1 hour and 30 minutes. Remember, we do have that water over here still boiling, so we check the temperature constantly. If we need to add more boiling water to get the temperature up, we will do that. But other than that, let's get this show on the road. Add one piece in at a time. So if I didn't explain it correctly before, these will be in at 15-minute intervals until we get the desired color. Making sure nothing is stacking on top of each other, and at every 15-minute interval, make sure to move the part around. Make sure to keep everything moving so everything has a proper coating. And remember, every time each time you take a piece up, give it a rinse, and then right back into the water. The rinse is to lock in that coat. Then back into the water it goes. All right, see you guys later after, I say about an hour. We'll see where we get in an hour. See you guys later. What's good, my boys? It's been about 40 minutes, and this is how 45 minutes, and this is how they look. Now, the color on them are a little bit deceptive because they still have a little bit more extra dye on them. So once we give them a quick rinse, you'll see the difference. Rinse them off in some very cold water to help lock in that color tone. So here we are. I gave them a rinse after about 45 minutes, and this is what they look like so far. They are starting to get that purple tone in them. That atomic purple, nigga. That atomic purple. But you know what I'm saying? It's getting close. It's getting close. The water right now is very lukewarm by now. So I'm about to change out the water. Your boy got some more boiling water on the way that I'm going to dump into this bitch. And I'll see you after that. We're going to let them sit for about 30 minutes more and come back after that. Alright. And the secret technique for the last bit of dyeing, I poured in about a half cup of dye. All this right here is dye, no water. Straight dye. Now this is a flash technique I want to get in to set that nice color right there. I want to set that nice color. Now when I get finished with it, it's going to be a lot deeper. The setting dye is going to go in for 30 minutes straight. Now remember, I'm using about, let's see here. How many quarts am I using? Kind of forgot. I had some little drinks, my nigga. It's about a half gallon of water. And after that time, ladies and gentlemen, give it a quick rinse. And that's how you make your atomic purple switch. Atomic purple, baby. Beauty. All the Joy-Con parts. Kickstand. Everything. Atomic purple, baby. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Yes. So, that is it, my niggas. That's the whole process. I know it seems a little complicated, but I will have a little... So, that is it, my niggas. That's all it is. I know it seems a little complicated and a little time consuming, but I do actually have a part where it will tell you how to do it a little bit quicker. It'll all be in the descriptions. And please follow your boy on Instagram, because I post daily updates on whatever I'm researching. You know what I'm talking about, my nigga? So let's do it, guys. Follow me on Instagram. Make sure to follow the tips in the description. And I'll see you guys later. You know why? Because I got to get out of here.